So many Americans are rightfully concerned with Joe Biden's authorization to Zelensky to use long-range missiles into Russia against Russian forces and Vladimir Putin. Let's talk about it and what you can do to change the outcome. I want to first say, look, this is my own personal opinion. It is not reflective of any campaign I've ever worked on or any elected representative. However, I absolutely condemn this move 100%, and millions of Americans do as well, simply because we know that Vladimir Putin made it very clear what the repercussions would be if in the event a U.S. long-range missile were to land in Russia. And if you are not up to speed on what that means, it basically means that W3 has never been closer than it is today, especially if Zelensky makes the decision to launch that long-range missile. Here's where you come in as the American people. It is imperative that you reach out to your elected members of Congress and you demand that they not only condemn this authorization, but that they use every tool in their arsenal to revoke this authorization and do whatever they need to do to save America, Ukraine, and Russia. Look, my goal is to make sure that the 119th Congress that begins on January 3rd at 12 noon works harder for the American people than any Congress before. So let's begin now by reaching out to our elected members of Congress and making our demands heard. If you do not know who your House representative and your senator are, then you can go to the link in my bio, quick lookup tool. It gives you all their information, including their phone numbers here in DC, their email addresses, and some have their websites and social medias linked. After you call and you email, then begin to flood their social media with your demands. Don't forget, America, you are the ones who hired these individuals to work for you. If you do not agree with this decision, then you must take action, stand up, and speak out. And you might as well just save their phone numbers in your phone, because this is going to be an ongoing effort over the next 2 years to make sure that they do hear from every single one of their constituents on a regular basis, making demands as to what the American people want out of them while they work in the 119th Congress. Well, I know many of you out there are scared of what the potential outcome of this authorization may be, especially for the American people. But let me just remind you, the same God who brought us to victory 3 weeks ago is the same God sitting on the throne today that is watching over not only Americans, but the people of Ukraine and the people of Russia. He is the same God that is giving guidance to those leaders in charge. He is the same God that is going to make sure that everything works according to his plan. So please, although your faith may be tested, think back to November 5th and just how overwhelmed you were at the presence and power of God taking place across this entire country. He's still the same God. Much love, God bless, keep the faith. Don't forget, do pay a phone call, an email, and social media message to your elected members of Congress.